Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, 20th day of May. Here we go. Well, we're getting very close to Shavuos now, and I want to tell you a couple more things that you'll need to know. A lot of people like to stay up all night long learning on Shavuos night, and that's wonderful. It is a very wonderful custom. And if you want to do that, you're to be very, very much commended for doing that. But you can tell there's a but coming, and I'm going to say that now. There are halachas to consider. And it's terrible when people want to stay up all night and learn, and along the way end up violating other Jewish important laws. So let's keep everything in balance and decide whether it's appropriate for you. Like, for example, first of all, if you are not really good at learning all night long, so you're going to end up kind of like socializing a lot. And along your socializing, you're going to end up telling some lashon hara and gossiping and bothering other people's learning. And then you really have to seriously consider whether it's proper for you to be staying up all night, quote unquote, learning, because maybe you're doing more harm than good. You're staying up because it's cool to be up all night on Shavuos night, but you spent a lot of time saying lashon hara, which is a terrible violation of Jewish law. So really think that out. If you're going to be socializing and telling lashon hara, then it's a no-no. Also, think this one out. You're going to stay up all night Shavuos night, and then you're going to get to the davening at about 5 o'clock in the morning, and you're going to sleep through davening. Well, like there's a command to daven and to say Shema especially, and to say your Shemona Esrei with proper intention and everything. Well, what if your davening is just going to be terrible on the morning after the staying up all night, and you're barely going to fulfill any of the mitzvahs of davening of the morning? That too is important to consider. You should not be staying up all night if your davening in the morning is going to be shot. Okay? Please consider those things. And lastly, I should say also for safety. If you're planning to learn here and then walk there and be out in the middle of the night in some of our cities, that's not always so safe. Please consider that also. Learning on Shavuos night is wonderful, but not if it leads to a lot of socializing and a lot of bad things and a lot of unsafety and bad davening, etc. Okay, that having been said, if you are staying up, the general rules are that you won't be able to say the brachos of the morning. A lot of those are said as part of the waking up procedure. If you stayed up all night, you're not really eligible to say the brachos of the morning. What they'll usually do is put up some chazan up at the front of the shul who will say all those morning brachos for us, and then we'll answer amen, and that's your way of fulfilling the mitzvah of the brachos of the morning. If you sleep for a half an hour or more on Shavuos night, then you can be the one to say all the brachos for everybody, because then you have officially slept and you've woken up for the morning. Then you could be the one to say all the brachos for the congregation. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.